Hi, Freedom Family. I am glad you're here at underscore freedom for life underscore because we've got a great conversation for you today. The conversation is around this. What is the cost of success? I'm not sure if you're somebody who is maybe just thinking about something you'd like to do, whether it's you want to get a promotion in your life, you want to get education, right? Get that college degree or that upper level degree, or maybe you want to start a business, or you're an artist who wants to have some sort of creative output that you can use to actually create income so you can have it as a lifestyle, not just as a hobby. Whatever the thing is that you're doing, here's the truth of the matter. It comes at a cost. I've had success in my life at, several things, and, whether it's academic, athletic, or in the vocation of choice, or in my business that I started with my wife, right? But I did understand this and all of those things, that they all come at a cost. And it doesn't mean you shouldn't do it, but it does mean that you should understand that it's not something that you can just casually do and have great outcomes, great incomes. We think that, right? We think about the overnight success people in our lives. And the truth of the matter is the only reason they're an overnight success is because nobody noticed them until they were successful. Nobody saw them in training, at 4 o'clock in the morning, doing the things that nobody else was doing while everybody else was sleeping. They were working on their craft, or they were working on that business, whether it was part-time while doing a full-time endeavor, right? In the mornings and the evenings and everywhere in between, while still maintaining a job, or maybe stopping the job and working on it diligently hour upon hour until they succeeded at it, right? There's a reason why successful people are successful. People who have an impact, and it's because they understand that there's a cost and they pay it. At the end of the day, if you're willing to pay the cost for what you desire, that passion that you have on the inside, you'll have the success that you desire. The first thing is this. So there's three I'll give you. The first cost is time. It was a conversation that my wife and I were having as we were starting our business. The fifth business was the one we had that succeeded, and that business was something that was a night and weekend business, meaning this: we invested in it on a daily basis all the way into the evenings and most weekends. When we first started the business, it was a 7-day-a-weeker. We were working all day there Saturday, all day Monday through Friday, typically 10, 12, 14 hours a day. And then sometimes on Sunday to clean up and do the other things that we needed to do that we had no time for in the first 6 days. And we did this day after day, week after week, throughout the years of the business until it started to gain some momentum, some traction. Here's the truth of the matter. You'll never create anything of worth on a part-time basis. You'll never create anything of great value and impact casually and without great effort. You can't do it when you feel like it. You can't do it when everything else is covered and I've done all the other things I want to do. If it's a singular passion, if it's an impact that has your name on it, if it's your vision and dream in the world, then it'll take that level of effort and time to put into it. At the end of the day, the outcome is what matters, right? Did I have the impact? Did I create that thing? Did I have that amazing, impact in the world that I desire to have? So it takes time. The first one is time. The second one is discomfort. Here's the truth of the matter. You're going to have to confront some things when you're trying to succeed at a high level. The truth of the matter is you have to develop and grow, and you have to really kind of confront some things, whether it's confronting your fear, lack of control, the things that are happening, right? Here's the thing I know about life mastery. You find out where people are at when they're in the midst of stress, when I'm really reaching for that high goal, that amazing thing, or I'm really trying to work through this thing that is just absolutely confronting me. And in that place, you start to find what I call those holes on the inside, the hurts that need healing, those belief systems that need changing, those thoughts that need to be reconfigured, that need to have a realignment with the truth. The lies you believe show up in those places where you're stressed, when you're reaching for greater things, when you're trying to do more than is comfortable. But in that place, you need to confront the discomfort. You need to be able to say that I am not going to allow this to stop me, and I'm going to get better through this. That's all that life mastery is. One of the core concepts is understanding who you're created to be so you can have the life you're created for. And the thing I tell people is you're either living from who you're created to be or what your life has told you. It's in those places when you're reaching higher, you're aiming for bigger things, you're looking for those marquee goals in your life, you're really having those big dreams and those amazing outcomes. It's really you're going for those things that you start to see the lies that your life has told you. whether it's people who have spoken into your life or circumstances and experiences that you've walked through, or even the things that you've taken as an identity from your past, the lies that you've created an identity from that have told you, well, I can't succeed, or, I'm not good enough in this thing, or I don't have the smarts, I'm not really as intelligent as other people, or I guess I'm just not meant for those things, right? Those lies that you start to tell yourself come from the life that you lived and the identity statement that you've taken from it. So that discomfort is something you're going to need to take as a great sign, because it's a sign of something that you get to overcome. It's a flag that says, hey, here's something that maybe you want to deal with, whether it's fear. For me, it was fear of failure and imposter syndrome in trying to create things academically, athletically, and vocationally with our business and with my job. Before that, I had to confront some things where it was this need to control things, because if it failed, that means that I'm a failure, and then that means that I'm not going to be as good as I'm hoping I can be, right? It's those things that you tell yourself when you're in times of stress. Really confronting that and confronting it with the truth of who I am. We can unpack some of that in Life Mastery, but here's the truth that you need to know. Success is going to cost you walking through some discomfort to really get some of those lies out of your life so you can live the truth of who you are. You can't become the person you're created to be if you keep believing you're the person you used to be. And in that place, that takes walking through some discomfort. The third thing that I would give you is it takes growth. The cost of success is taking growth. Here's the truth of the matter. If we already knew everything it took and everything we needed and all the skills and talents and abilities we'd have to have, and we've gained all of that knowledge, we would already be successful in whatever the thing is we're doing. Here's the thing that's interesting. Sometimes people don't start towards their goal, their dream, the belief they have for their life, the impact that they want to make, because they don't have all the answers. And if you wait to have all the answers, you'll never get started and you'll never succeed. But if you recognize, hey, there's growth that's going to happen, I'll confront the things I need to learn along the way, but I'm going to start with the step I need to take today. Growth happens, but it doesn't mean you can't get started. It just means you need to recognize that you're going to need to gain skills and knowledge and tactics and all of the things that you need to do to be able to really enact the goal, the dream that you desire to have. It doesn't mean you need all the answers now. It just means you need to understand you don't have all the answers, and you need to find those things, those areas of expertise, those people, those mentors and coaches who can help you get there. That's what Life Mastery is at the end of the day, is me helping the people I work with get to where they're at, mentoring, coaching, teaching in things that they don't know that I do, and a path that I've been on that I can show them how to walk on as well. It's the same in business. It's the same in everything you want to succeed at. You learn fastest when you learn from people who have been there, but it starts with a person who is willing to learn, who recognizes they don't know all the things they need to know, and invests in themselves to find out how to gain those skills, those mindsets, tactics, and strategies. So there's three things: time, discomfort, and growth. If you understand the cost, if you're willing to pay it, if your dream is bigger than your discomfort, if your dream is bigger than those time constraints, if your dream is bigger than the things you don't know, then you'll have the success that you desire to have. You'll be the person you're created to be and have the life that you're created for. The world needs you. The world needs that you. The world needs you to pay the cost, because there's an impact in the world that has your name on it. And that impact has lives associated with it, people who are going to be changed by it, and things that are going to be amazingly given because you've lived out your life. People need the you that you're created to be lived out. My encouragement is that you pay the cost, because the cost of success is so minor in comparison to the great wealth of impact you can have on the world and the people in your world when you succeed. Do that, and you'll have the amazing life that you're created for. That hope that's on the inside, that passion and desire that you believe you should walk in, will absolutely come to pass if you're willing to pay the cost and you're ready to have your impact. Two things before you go. One is subscribe. Let us know how we're impacting your life, or where we can impact your life, and we'll grab that conversation and have it with you. And if you do nothing else, dominate your day.